Okay folks, we got our cam lobe in. Here's our other one. We'll go ahead and machine it and see if we can get it in there. 235 thousandths lift what it is. As you can see, it's pretty big, but if we can get it to fit and machine down right, I think it'll work out just fine. So we're going to get at it. Okay folks, we've got the lobe going. We're boring the inside out to 870 to fit that. And I was going to put it on this way, but the way this is indented and the lobe will be gone, I'm going to be able to. And also, I brought this out to the same thickness as what I needed to put my snap ring on right here. So, kind of put us in a bind. We're going to have to put it in from the other side, and then we'll have to probably make a washer, you know, a particular thickness, and then put the snap ring on it. And that'll give us our lobe on our flat side over there. And then we're going to machine the lobe down at the top to make it the right thickness so my gear's thin enough. Now, I don't know how much I'll have to go on this one because this is going to be for the pocket valve engine, but hopefully I can machine that. I don't know how hard it is. It looks like steel, but we'll see how that works. Now they've got this bushed, which is a good thing. I kind of like that. But this hole's a 14 millimeter, so we'll have to make a pin, you know, to accommodate that, which is not a problem. But anyway, we'll go on and get this board and finished up and drilled and get it where we can attach it permanent anyway. Alright. Okay folks, here's what we've got. Got the lobe on it. The only problem is, like I said, there's a little play. Get the push out. So we're going to have to do a washer. The thickness of that. So we can take up that slack. And then I went to measure the pin. It's 155 thousandths, but I went to measure the pin, and when I took the calipers away, it pulled it right out of the hole, so that tells me that it's not pressed in. So we want to do a hole in our gear that don't go all the way through. That way the pin don't work its way out. So anyway, as you can see, there's a big difference in the lobe. This is the one that was repaired with the good lobe. This is our new lobe. And like I said, thickness wise, we're going to have to do some machining. We're not going to do as much on this one because of the pocket valve. You know, we've got a little more room in there to work, but now on our other engine, if we use these same lobes, which I haven't decided yet, I probably will, but we'll have to take them down quite a bit. I don't think it's going to be sticking out just a little bit past. We can work with that. You know, just the way it is, I guess. But all we need is this lobe to be as wide as our cam followers. Anyway, alright, I'm going to get at this. Go ahead and get this hole drilled, or part of the way through there, and then we're going to get something to shim that up the distance that I need. I'll have to go in there and measure that, and then it's going to be kind of a pain, but I can probably measure it with shim stock, or measure it with maybe feelers gauges or something, and then we'll get that taken care of. And let me see, then we're going to have to, like I said, machine it down. You know, worst comes to worst, I can set this up on the surface grinder and grind it down if it's too hard, but I don't think it will be, but we'll see. Maybe in the middle with a carbide bit or something we can get it. Alright, get back at it. Okay folks, we've got our hole drilled in it now. I don't know if you can see it there. I'm using more of that Dykem from Richard. And so we got our pin back in, and I'll slide it together here. It don't go together real easy. Yeah, not too bad. I'll have to tap it just a little bit, but anyway, we're going to get our thickness next, and go ahead and get our washer made, put our snap ring on, and then basically we're done with this. All but surfacing the top. So, alright, get at it. Alright, there it is all together. I couldn't ask for better shims. It really worked out perfect. So, we're good to go there. It's nice and tight in there, it's not going anywhere. And that little pin will keep it from spinning. And like I said, we'll go with a 9/16 or 14 millimeter shaft on that engine, and I'm going to go ahead and try to machine down the top here and see what it looks like. If it don't machine, we'll do it on the surface grinder. It'll just take forever. All right, let me get at it. Okay, folks. Let me see if I can get this light a little better. All right, we got it on the surface grinder now. I was actually trying to turn it on the lathe, and it's just chipping. It's so hard, so we're gonna have to grind it. We're gonna get set up here and see if we can grind that surface. So, all right. Okay, folks, we've got it in there. We've got it as narrow as we need it to clear our cover, and because we want to shim it anyway to keep it from going back and forth. But anyway, looks a lot better. I'm going to have to definitely do some practicing and some reading up on the surface grinder, because I'm no good at it. Wasn't any good at it the last time I used it. I don't know why. I didn't think I'd get any better, but I've got to surface that stone or change it out or something. I'm just not sure what I'm doing wrong. If I'm feeding too fast or what. But anyway, we'll get it figured out. And I probably got the wrong kind of stone on it. I've got all kinds of different stones for it. But anyway, that's what we ended up with. We've got our lift we need now. You know, 155 thousandths is what that was originally, and I don't remember what I said this one was, but anyway, whatever it was, we're going to we can check our valve, our exhaust valve, and make sure it can handle that much lift. If it can't, it's pretty easy just to take off of here. Of course, this is some pretty hard stuff too. It's really surprising that it's that hard. But anyway, that's our cam. I think, you know, we can work with this in the future. I just need to do a little work on surface grinding and maybe set up a jig or something with a 9/16 or a 14mm hole to hold that a little better in the surface grinder, and we'll try to, like I said, try to get a little better at it. But you know, it looks rough, it feels smooth, but it just looks terrible. But it'll work. I mean, it's not a critical issue out there anyway, but it just bothers me. But anyway, lobe looks good. Looks kind of big on that little cam, but you know, that really don't matter. But so we've got one done for the pocket valve. We'll go ahead and get it in and get everything else finished up on it. And I still don't have ordered a lobe, the shaft, and a gear, and the gear for the crank for one of them Hondas 125s from China, and it still hasn't made it here. Now after that, I found just the lobes, and I ordered 2 lobes, and from Hong Kong, and they came pretty quick. So I'm still waiting on the other with the shaft, so we can see what the gears look like, and if we want to redesign our case maybe later and go with a different style gear, because these gears here, I've about run out of finding cams for these FHs, so I can get the gear, and the gear is stepped out. Well, I can show you on this other. Okay, the gear is stepped out just like this. Now I could cut the surface off and make it a thin gear like this, but the problem is they're so expensive. I can find some NOS ones on eBay, but they're still 18 bucks a piece or something like that. And by the time you buy 2, you got $40 worth of cams, or just the gears, not including these, and then that'd be $50 and $60. That'd be $60 for basically for cams, and we're trying to do this on the cheap anyway. So You know, I don't want to invest a bunch of money into this where I'm, you know, these bikes, these motors are probably, if I don't sell the motors, they won't make me any money. Let's just put it that way. So, but anyway, I think that'll work, and I'll update y'all again. But I know it's probably a short video, but appreciate everybody watching, and till next time, bye.